Hello, my wonderful friend. Today's video is about 13 subtle signs that she's waiting for you to make a move. This is how you quickly know if she likes you. Are you in that situation where you see that stunning girl and really want to get to know her better? You really want to get her number and ask her out. But it can be a bit intimidating, right? Especially if you've tried making a move in the past and it didn't go well. You don't want to be rejected, you don't want to make things awkward, you don't want to be ignored. Instead, you want her attraction to you to grow and for her to want to go out with you, right? Well, you're about to learn the signs that she wants you to make a move. And that makes it all less intimidating because you already know she's interested. We'll also talk about how to make a move so it's successful and not disastrous. Each of these tips is really important and gets even better as you go along. Actually, maybe the most powerful yet simplest sign is at the end of the video, so make sure to stay tuned until the end. Honestly, you'll probably be surprised how powerful this sign is. Before we dive into that, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm a Christian relationship coach for men. This is the #1 place for you to learn how to find, attract, and keep the girl of your dreams without mind games or tricks or pretending to be someone you're not. So if you're looking for that happy, lasting relationship, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. With that, let's talk about these signs she's waiting for you to make a move. Maybe you've already seen this video about where to meet women. Maybe you're starting to go out, maybe you have a specific girl in mind and you're wondering if you should make a move. Let me explain why these signs are subtle. Because, as I mentioned before, guys, I'll never teach mind games. They just don't work. So this isn't about a mind game. This is about body language. Just as you feel intimidated and nervous and afraid of rejection, she feels the same way. And as hard as it might be for you to read women's body language, guys, our body language is really hard to read, okay? I'll be very honest with you. It can be incredibly hard to tell if a guy is interested in you. So she might be really nervous and vulnerable. And then she might not be as obvious, but our body language always gives us away. So you'll find a lot of body language signs in this list, and that's one of the things that makes it subtle. Not because she's trying to mess with your head, but just because it's subtle. Thankfully, as you become aware of the signs, they're simple to pick up on and make the relationship much easier for both you and her. So with that, let's start with sign #1. You have her attention when she's talking to you. If someone doesn't want to talk to you, you can tell through their body language. They'll be kind of turned away from you, even if they're facing you, but their body is kind of turned away. This is especially true for her feet. Or if she easily gets distracted or is looking for someone else to talk to, or conveniently grabs her phone and starts paying attention to it if it rings or something, then those are signs she wants to do something else. She wants to be somewhere else. But if instead you have her attention, that's for some reason. Everything else going on around her isn't as important as talking to you and paying attention to you. If she's facing you and giving you attention, that means she's focused on you. That's a sign she's interested and she wants you to make a move. Okay, our next subtle sign that she's waiting for you to make a move is if she mentions, kind of hints, that she has free time. Like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I actually don't have plans. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. She just left the door wide open. Most of the time, if she didn't want to do something with you, she'd have something to do, right? Even if she actually wasn't doing anything, she'd have something to say. But if instead she leaves the door wide open, it sounds like she has plenty of time if someone wants to do something with her. Yes, that's a sign she wants you to make a move. Now, something to remember with this sign, and really with all these signs, is that it's important for you to pursue her. Making a move, asking her out, getting her number, whatever the case may be, that's a form of you pursuing her. Just remember that if she wants you to pursue her, if she wants you to make a move and you don't do it, that's rejection for a woman, okay? Women tend to be much better at reading body language than men. And then she thinks she's being completely obvious that she's interested, okay? And to all other girls she really is, she just assumes you know. And if you don't make a move, that's rejection, and she probably won't want to put herself out there again. She doesn't want to be ignored, so to speak, again. That's why it's so important to pursue her. Just make sure you pursue her in the right way, or it'll get really uncomfortable really fast. Okay, the next sign that she's waiting for you to make a move is that she laughs a lot when she's around you. Science tells us that when a woman is attracted to a man, she tends to laugh more when she's around him. Now, this serves several different purposes. It's a way for her to connect with you, it's a way for her to get your attention, and frankly, she feels excited inside, okay? She has those butterflies in her stomach and she's nervous, and that can make her much more giggly. And if you notice that she laughs a lot with you, laughs at your jokes, that's a really, really good sign that she wants you to make a move. She likes you. Okay, our next sign that she wants you to make a move is that she drops hints about things she likes to do. Like, oh my gosh, I love Chipotle. I could go there anytime. It's my favorite place to go. No, this isn't a sponsorship, it just so happens I love Chipotle, so it came to mind. But you get the idea. If she says, oh my gosh, I love that movie. I would love to see it again. Oh my gosh, I love doing this. I would love to do that again soon. Those are ways for her to leave the door wide open for you to say, hey, let's do that. That's what she's hoping you'll say. She wants to help you make the date as enjoyable as possible. And dropping those hints helps you know what she'd like to do and what would be fun for you guys to do together. Okay, our next sign is if she adjusts her jewelry and clothes when she's around you. This is especially true if she sees you coming into the room or sees you looking at her, and then she starts making sure her jewelry is okay, her clothes look nice, and everything else. It's because she wants you to think she's attractive. She wants you to notice her. Now, before we get to the next sign, we need to talk about the elephant in the room for a minute, guys. Why is making a move so scary? Because really, the goal of all these signs is for you to make a move, right? It's for you to get to know her better. The reason why this or any other part of dating and relationships can be scary is because you don't know what you're doing. It's kind of like when you first start learning to drive a car. Most of us are terrified, right? And if you're not terrified, you will be as soon as you realize you have no idea what you're doing. However, once you go through the training, once you understand what to do, it's not scary anymore, right? Why isn't it scary anymore? It's because you've become confident, because you really know what you're doing. The way to become good at making a move, good at asking her out, good at attracting women is simply to learn how to do it. Nothing is more terrifying than the unknown. That's why guys who go through my program and apply these amazing skills, that's why their confidence just skyrockets. That's why it becomes simple instead of terrifying and paralyzing. And all because they understand how to do it. Understand that women think differently than you. This is a little hard to shift the focus to how a woman sees things, but let me see if I can explain. She's very aware that you're a man and she's a woman. She's very aware that you're big and strong. And that's one of the things she likes about you. However, it can also be a little scary. Actually, it can be really scary, especially these days. And then, if something happens that makes her feel uncomfortable or nervous, if you're improvising, if you have no idea what you're doing, that's going to push her away because it scares her. To you, it won't seem uncomfortable. To you, it won't seem scary at all. But it's because you're not a woman. That's why I literally get tons of emails and tons of direct messages and tons of comments every day from men asking, why did she ignore me? Why did she stop talking to me? Why did we go out twice and now she doesn't want to talk to me anymore? And I say, okay, what happened? Tell me about it. And I say, yeah, I know exactly what happened. You can't improvise. You need to make sure you know what you're doing. That's why dating and relationship skills are critical if you want the girl of your dreams. Our next subtle sign that she's waiting for you to make a move is if she plays with her hair when she's around you. Again, this is very similar to adjusting her clothes and jewelry. If you notice she plays with her hair, makes sure her hair looks nice, it's because she wants you to notice that she looks nice, okay? She wants to appear attractive to you. And she won't do that unless she wants you to make a move. Our next sign is that she touches you. When we're attracted to people, we touch them. It makes sense, right? Sometimes this is a little more obvious, other times it's much more subtle. For example, she might bump into you as she passes by, she might touch your arm when she's talking to you, she might get really close to you, she might sit close enough to touch, she might playfully push you, she might give you a hug when she sees you. These are all ways for her to touch you in a way that doesn't seem creepy or desperate. Again, something to remember with this sign and really all signs is that every woman is a little different. So if you don't see all these signs, that's okay. Some women are more bold, some women are more shy, some women don't know you as well, so that's one of the reasons why it's good to be aware of so many signs. I'm thinking of making another video with additional body language signs, subtle signs that she's interested in you and likes you. Would you like another video on that? If yes, please let me know in the comments by commenting signs she likes you. That helps me out a lot, so again, if you want more videos like this, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to comment signs she likes you, to let me know. Okay, our next sign that she's waiting for you to make a move is if she flirts with you. We typically flirt with people for a reason, right? That makes sense. And so if she's flirting with you, that's her way, again, of trying to invite you to make a move. The next sign that she wants you to make a move is if she finds ways to talk to you. If she goes out of her way to talk to you, if maybe she messages you occasionally, tries to keep the conversation going, tries to start a conversation, maybe she walks by you and tries to talk to you as she walks by, if she's looking for ways to contact you, to talk to you, it's for a reason. And it's her way of leaving the door wide open for you to make a move, for you to ask her out, for you to flirt with her. Ultimately, it's her way of inviting you to pursue her. Our next sign is if she fidgets with her jewelry. We already talked about how she'll adjust her jewelry, make sure it looks nice. Well, she might also fidget with it. This is actually one of the crazy body language signs that is very, very effective. So if you notice she fidgets with her jewelry a lot, that's a really good sign that she's interested and thinks you're attractive and wants you to notice that she's attractive too. Our next sign is that she sits close to you. Again, this kind of goes back to touch. If we're attracted to someone, we want to be close to them. And if you notice she tends to sit close to you, maybe she even leans in a little when she's talking to you, that can be a very, very good sign that she's interested, that she likes you, and that she's hoping you'll make a move. Okay, our next sign is kind of funny. I mentioned it in a few other videos and you guys always ask questions about it, so I'm adding it here too. If she points her feet in your direction, that's a sign that she's interested in you. Where our minds go, our feet go, okay? So kind of like I was telling you before, if she's talking to someone but she's interested in something else, thinking about something else, her feet are going to be pointing to where she's thinking. For example, if you see two people talking and one person's foot is pointing towards the door, it means they want to leave that conversation and go to that door. So the same thing goes for interest. She could be talking to someone else but her feet would be pointing towards you. She could be sitting across the room from you, but her feet would be pointing towards you. And those are all signs that she's interested. She wants you to make a move because she's attracted to you. She's already noticed you. Now, if you're talking to her and her feet are pointing towards you, that's an incredibly good sign. Sometimes people get a little confused and ask, okay, but what if both feet aren't pointing towards me? Well, the more important foot is going to be her dominant foot, okay? That's the foot she typically leads with. And it's very similar to our dominant hand, so for most people that's going to be the right foot. So don't panic if the left foot is pointing in a different direction. As long as the right foot is pointing towards you, you're probably fine. That's kind of a funny sign, but it's actually incredibly effective. Pay attention to your own feet and start noticing when your feet are pointing where you want to go. Okay, this might be the most powerful body language sign. It's certainly one of the most used, if not the most used. And this is one that women think you totally understand. So if you don't understand this one, it's like a slap in the face to her, okay? So pay very close attention. If she's expecting you to make a move and you don't, it's a rejection. So the last sign we have for today is if she asks questions about you. If she asks about you, it means she's interested in you, right? I know sometimes this can seem a little cliché, but clichés are clichés for a reason. And it's actually very true. If she's asking questions about you, if she wants to know about you, it's because she's interested in you. And she's hoping you'll make a move. Because honestly, the last thing a woman wants is to waste time. So if she's doing all these things, it's because she's interested in you. And if you don't make a move, it's a rejection for her. She probably won't want to put herself out there again. She doesn't want to be ignored again. So remember that, guys. I know it can be really intimidating, but this video is going to help you understand better and make it much less scary. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, share it, comment, let me know if you'd like another video like this. And make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this every Wednesday and Saturday. With that, my wonderful friend, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, stay awesome and I'll see you soon.